Oh my gosh!
Parlez-vous français?
I said
say
no.
Yes!
Hi everybody, welcome back to Gay Nuts. It's Matt Palmer.
And it's Matt Steele!
And today is a day that we've all been waiting for 4.5 goddamn years.
Well, kind of for 17 years because Justice for Glitter also happened.
That's true! Hashtag Justice for Glitter. Glitter has risen to the top of the iTunes album chart.
We just didn't know 17 years ago that we would also be waiting for Caution to happen.
Okay, of course, Justice for Glitter, we're happy, we love it all my life. Iconic song, Reflections, amazing, we love Justice for Glitter. I'm glad it's number one. Hope it stays number one until Caution comes out officially. So, Mariah Carey has released her new album entitled Caution. She has worked with all new producers. I don't think Jermaine Dupri has a credit on this album, which is crazy. They were very much musical soulmates, and are still, I'm sure. But I think it's good that Mariah gets a chance to branch out with new producers, new people, the Skrillexes of the world, the Pooh Bears of the world, the Timbalands of the world. It's just like...
You would be so proud of me. I would like actively hear things and be like, that's Timbaland.
Oh, good for
like,
you!
You taught me so well.
I am so proud. You have learned so much. This is Mariah Carey's first studio album in 4.5 years. Ever since Me I Am Mariah, the elusive chanteuse. Obviously, we had heard Get the Fuck Out.
Yes.
Iconic.
Check out our review. It's an American classic.
It is.
It goes in the American songbook right now.
The Distance was then released, an iconic, beautiful piece of music. We've talked about it in another video, so I won't go too far into it, but like, I think it's still my favorite.
Really?
I just think it's such an anthem without being cheesy. I think it is a classic waiting to happen. I think it's just the single that needs to be. And then she also put out a No-No, which samples Lil' Kim's Crush on You, and
I love a No. I think a No-No is so funny, so her.
Yes.
So much fun.
It's the funniest thing she's put out since Obsessed, and you know I do not like music that's comedic, but Mariah always does it where it's still cool and laid back, and I mean, she's got snakes in the grass and she's gotta cut the lawn. But then, we got 6 new songs, and we just got Runway, excuse me. He's been saying Runway and got in my ear. Runway! And so I will be listening to that for the first time with you guys soon. But right now we're going to discuss the other 6 tracks that are included on the US Standard Edition of Caution. So Matt Steele, tell me, what is your favorite song?
My favorite song on Caution, not just of the new songs that have been released, is Caution.
Caution is so fucking good!
I was like, okay, these are the first 4 released. I listened to GTFO, I listened to
I can't believe you did that. I was like, oh no,
because I was just like, this needs to be listened to all the way through the way she wants it to be heard, and that is all the way through.
A beautiful
1 through 10,
sentiment.
darling. So I did it for her. I'm such a team player.
Is that your phone,
Turn
girl?
my phone off.
We're talking about Mariah!
Okay. When I got to Caution, I proceeded with Caution.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, I don't know what to expect. And it started, and I was just like, okay. I was just in over my head. I dived into the deep end. No more Caution for me. I'm taking all the risks. This song is so good. It is a classic. If it's not a single, I'll probably die.
It's like hypnotic. It is like addictive. It's one of those songs. It felt like the first time I heard Shake It Off, where I was like, oh, this just is a smash, and like it's so current, and I need to be listening to it on a loop forever until radio catches up with me, because I found a classic, and I hope that they find it too, because it is truly such a high point. I think it's my second favorite after The Distance is Caution. It's just
so like it's like dangerous.
Yes! It's a song that makes me want to like tiptoe.
Oh yeah.
It's such a mood. It is so dark and mysterious. I feel like a spy listening to it.
The whole album has such a cohesive sound.
Yes, it's such a sound.
It's like R&B pop who? Like this is an R&B.
Yes, it is as R&B as she's ever been. I feel like the only other like fully, completely R&B album in her catalog is, I would argue, Memoirs is very R&B, The Dream, and besides I Want to Know What Love Is. But I feel like that has a very cohesive sound as well, but it's more samey because it was done by the same producers. Like if you're having 3 people in the room that are like, we're gonna make 18 songs or however long that thing is, it's like, of course some of the songs are gonna sound kind of similar. These all have like specific edges and points of view to them because the people working on them are different in all of the songs, and I just feel like that, and they're different from people she's ever worked with in her career, and so you're just getting a new side of Mariah Carey. I feel dangerous. I feel like Mariah is never one to feel like dangerous in that way, and that is like such a different vibe for her.
It's so cool, because like a lot of times, like Mariah Carey has a lot of cool songs on her albums, but then there are other songs that are a little sugary on her albums that of course we love, but like this is all cool. Like,
it is all cool. And even when she dips into sugary, it's never more too sugary. Like, I
No.
feel like Stay Long, Love You is as like, and a no, it probably has up-tempo and like Sweetie, Mariah.
I mean,
as
with you is the most sugar.
but those songs are like very like, I'll be loving you long time, but they're just a little more chill, and they're like a little more like more than just friends than they are like a big up-tempo pop moment, which is like, we love that. We love our big up-tempo heartbreakers and fantasies and everything. Well, we need to know that it's 2018 and we're in a mood, and Mariah Carey has a boyfriend that she likes to have sex with and wants to sing about it.
Every song is about the boyfriend, and the great thing about it is it's such an interesting take on the boyfriend, because you know exactly how their relationship went. Like, he was really into it, and she was filled with trepidation.
Yes!
And she was just like, I don't know.
Why would she not be after James? And I do think they broke up for a moment, and then they got back together.
Yeah.
Like, I remember there was like a weird, when Stella was still involved, she should not be named, but when she was still involved, there was like a press release, there was like a People article about how she wasn't with Brian anymore, and then they're magically back together. So someone had to get out of that relationship, but it wasn't Brian.
You can hear it all in the album.
Yes.
Just like Mariah like being hesitant, but she's like, but you know what? Here we are.
Yes!
This is what we're gonna
you
do.
know what they're doing? They're going the distance.
They are going
Woo!
the distance.
I feel like as a Lamely on the boards that I'm reading, we're not talking about 8th grade enough. 8th grade!
I've listened to 8th grade 6 times. I'm still just like, what is this?
I love it.
It's a mystery that you're unpacking new things with every time you listen
and
to it.
that chorus melody, for some reason, it just really hits me.
Yes!
It's just so insanely beautiful, and like, I can't wait to decipher all the lyrics when I get more time with it, but it's just like, that melody I feel like is so immediate and beautiful and like radio, but still R&B and like laid back, and it's just like, she's hitting all those right notes.
Yeah.
And for the Timbaland of the production, it feels very like old school Timbaland, like it feels kind of like Aaliyah era Timbaland and not like, I don't know, Nelly Furtado, Promiscuous Girl Timbaland, which we love both, but if we have a 90s throwback Timbaland moment, I love it. And it's also, I feel like, since that song came out, we can all, as much as we all still want a high-quality version of Skydiving being the Timbaland song that was produced from Mars that didn't make it, and we have, like, a version of it that's, like, pretty good quality, but, like, it's not as good as I would want. And so, but I feel like I can rest a little easier now that I have 8th grade in my life.
I feel like 8th grade is like the art piece.
Yes, it is.
Of the album.
I mean, just by the title alone.
Yes, what is 8th grade?
I mean, we'll never. Oh, keep listening, keep listening. Giving Me Life is so interesting.
Yes!
It is very much like 2018's The Roof. And it wasn't what I was expecting because Dev Hynes produced it and I thought of like a lot of big poppy things he's produced. But it is a very moody and very, like, it's so elongated and it's like just the love that she feels for Brian, and it's like a dark New York night. I see her in that video with that bone straight hair.
And I love the second part of the song that's like just like production and like a couple ad-libs and everything, and I'm just like,
I know,
I'm
when
like,
the guitar
what's this?
comes
I feel like there's a ballet, I could dance to this. One More Again,
Yes.
I listened to it once and I was like, ooh, this might be my least favorite. Listen to it again, I was like, this is my least favorite. Listen to it a third time, I was like, this is my least favorite. Listen to it a fourth time and I was like, I like it. I feel like it's the make it look good of the album a little bit.
I can see that.
Like it's kind of like a little bit of like a throwback old school, but like pretty keeping up time with current stuff.
I love the verse and the pre-chorus.
Verse and the pre-chorus are
so good, and I love those lyrics in the pre-chorus when what she say about like a towering inferno and like a heat, and I'm like, yes, I feel the heat through my speakers, girl. I can just feel the love you feel for Brian, the like physicality and the heat. I just love the use of towering inferno. I will never get over that.
What's the song where she was like, I can't be security when you're insecure?
Oh, it's either, I feel like it's 8th grade or Caution, but part of me thinks it's 8th grade. I liked in Caution when she calls him the North Star because she'll follow him. It's so cute.
Follow that star. Love you.
Yes, the star throwback. Christmas is coming. Stay Long, Love You. I agree. It's just very cute, very singable, very like easy, and then of course, Portrait. I assumed Portrait was gonna be your favorite because it's the camouflage moment.
I do love the introspective ballad of the Mariah. Those are always my favorites. Portrait is not my favorite, but it is definitely like it's definitely in the top 5 for me. I think it's beautiful and devastating. It's kind of like, you do make me feel happy and everything, but like there still will always be that part of me. But you know what? We're just gonna muddle. We're just gonna get through it, and we're just gonna have to live with it.
The part that always gets me is when she says she has to bottle herself up inside, and I'm just like, oh my god, because it's just like Mariah. She has to go through a lot. She came out about being bipolar, and this song seems to be touching on it, at least in the slightest bit. I don't know. You always knew that there was like a tinge of sadness, but to have more context to what this specific song is talking about makes it cut a little bit deeper, I think.
Yeah.
And like, I think melodically or like completely song-wise, she's Big Jim Wright I believe she doesn't work with, and I believe passed away. So he was the one that was doing a lot of those piano-based ballads that she was doing before. And so I don't know that Timbaland, who did Portrait, is like her ballad match person. So I think she should probably find someone else to write her ballads with. Like, I think melodically it's good, but it's just not as like strong as some of the other piano-based ballads she's done recently. But it's still just lyrically just so devastating.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
it's a Mariah album. You gotta end on a low.
Of course!
You gotta end on it. At the end of the day, we're sad.
At the end of the day, things aren't great. So I think Caution is excellent. I think it is so succinct, and I'm so excited for my repeat listens of it. I feel like she has so many great songs to give to people on this album. I really need The Distance to get a full single treatment. I can't say this enough. This song is a classic waiting to happen, people.
I love Me I Am Mariah. I think the highs on Me I Am Mariah might have a little bit more of a repeat factor for me, but this album to me feels a little more cohesive, and just the sounds I feel like are so much richer and fuller and more interesting than Me I Am Mariah. So like if I'm in the mood for a cry, Me I Am Mariah. But if I'm in the mood to like feel a little sexy, then
yes, I feel like Caution definitely is more of a mood. It's definitely more 2018, and it is definitely more out of the box for her. Like, Me I Am Mariah was great and wonderful, and like truly, if there's any negative thing I can say about Caution is like, you know, it's not a vocal showcase album, which is fine, but like Me I Am Mariah is that in a lot of areas. But yes, Me I Am Mariah is like the best of the Mariah we all know and love, and Caution is just like, I'm an artist who's free to do whatever I want and work with whoever I want and explore new sounds and like be the R&B artist that I've always wanted to be. And it's just exciting to see her spread her wings and fly.
And the great thing about it is that you can tell she's excited.
Yes.
Like, you can tell she's really into Caution. And so it's kind of like, and when you hear it, you're kind of like, yeah, because it's pure R&B. There are parts of it that remind me a lot of like Crazy Sexy Cool TLC. This feels like mid-90s R&B mixed with today.
Yes, yes. So Mariah, thank you so much for Caution. We appreciate Caution so much, and we appreciate you and the fact that you're still stepping out of your comfort zone and doing things this exciting so far into your career is such an inspiration. I hope to be half the artist you are. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tell us below what your favorite songs and favorite moments on Caution are. Follow us at on Twitter and Instagram at Palm Music.
And it's Matt Steele.
And 2K Mats for both of us, and we'll be back soon with another brand new 2K Mats.
Are we not going to listen to Run?
We're going to have a B-7 video.
Oh!
Thank you for watching. Bye!